3, 2, 1, and we're live. That's the way we do it. Oh yeah. Oh, welcome to the bridge. Eddie. I love you. You guys are awesome. For change. Hey, Golden Pony Boy. Okay. So why is there more videos today? Well, fuck. I made the video this morning, and I was like, well, I'll be good. These people still know I exist. But I get home today, and we got Q posts. We got fucking Q posts after like 3-4 days of silence or whatever. So yeah, December 19th. This came in at 6 o'clock, 11 minutes past 6, and it says we got a little NBC News article going up here, and I love how hearing. It's not even the full article, but in the link, it's like it labels Q as the far right conspiracy. Yeah, well, it's getting to be more like a straight reality rather than a shaky conspiracy. The clock is ticking. When will the first alarm ring? If the Senate was the primary target, majority control, 43-47 active when? EO in brackets designated targets active when? Ongoing investigations ellipses and quotations. There are a lot of sealed indictments SC. It's all going to come out U1 dossier CF etc. SH. I have pretty good sources SH. There is a reason why SH, SC, and JS are on stage. Q. Alright, so the first thing for us all to look up is who precisely SH, SC, and JS are. I'm sure quite a few of you already know and are theorizing as we speak. I'm gonna look this shit up, and I may come back at you with that, but what I'm getting from this particular post is that we have been given a spotlight. So the spotlight is shining on a place that we should all be paying attention to, all of us, the deep state included, because the beauty of what's happening right now is that once we knew we had the backup, we set things up so that the dominoes would start falling astrologically in quite a rapid pace. We have things set up, it seems like here, that we know how the deep state is going to react. We know they're not going to be waiting around. I feel like we've kind of planned this full-on attack for a while now. But yeah, we have the spotlight, and like it always is, we don't have to throw any punches. They throw the punches. We just redirect it like Tai Chi, and that's how it's going to go. When will the first alarm? So, I also think there's going to be a couple of alarms now. This is just the first one. When we see this alarm, it's going to be like not just us going like, oh wow, look at that over there. It's going to be so blatant, I think, that no one's going to be able to ignore it. There's going to be different opinions on it, a lot of different opinions, whatever it is, but the event is going to be one that no one is going to be able to, what do you call it? Negate. Like you're not going to be able to say that didn't happen, because we're all going to be able to experience it in some way. I'm thinking, because an alarm is supposed to get everybody moving. The next one We got 3 minutes later. Pardon me. Why does fake news media continually attack as they say, so-called only a conspiracy? Nothing to see here. A lonely guy behind a keyboard movement. The largest media CEOs in the world giving so much attention. Washington Post leading the attack. Logical thinking always wins. And this is very true. Let's look at let's take a look at all the people who are giving us these stories. And that's actually harder to do than one might think. Like, it's hard to realize that so much of Canada's media is like CBC. Like, that's fucking crazy sauce. And then that was a response to the last one. And then a few minutes after that, this is not another 4-year election. Listen very carefully. Power return to the people. Long-term solutions. Panic. Listen very carefully. I'm gonna say that because I know he means that. And I know everyone who's going through this knows he means that, but let's literally look at that. Power return to the people. Long-term solutions and panic. This is so close to the horizon. Long-term solutions. He's talking about, like, we're not going to let this happen again. And this time it's legit. And what happens is, so many can make the argument, well, it's in human nature for shit like this to happen, so of course it's going to happen again. But what an ever-increasing amount of people are starting to find out is that we are evolving. And part of that evolving is finally making that choice. Finally deciding to walk the higher path. Because once you have that full higher path context, or even, because you're never going to have the full thing. It's infinity. But as soon as you have another view on how present light is, you realize that once it enters you and once you become it, you can't lose it again. We've already played those parts, and the universe is much more self-involved, shall we say, than one might originally think. But it's starting to come to the surface. Long-term solutions, it's never going to happen again after this. And panic, what do people do when they panic? They act out. Get ready. Because what happens is, we're going to see some erratic movements. We're going to see more attacks. I'm thinking. We're going to see more brazen things that they can't kind of wash away. More alarms, if you will. And finally, at 6:23, D-Day, Patriots. D-Day, Patriots. We have our country back in a big exclamation mark. Q+. And here's the thing. In this context, we were talking about the U.S. But here's the thing, is the U.S. was a third arm of this cabal. The military portion. The government portion being in England with the Queen, and then the religious portion being with the Pope. But we just have confirmation that we have taken back that part of our planet. because I think eventually there will be no countries, but I think it's just going to be not because it's not going to be because of a political movement or some thing. I think it's literally going to be a something appears, and then we're forced to acknowledge that we are all the same species and that we need to work together, and we just drop the need to be separate. But until then, we definitely need to have some kind of separation to kind of wean us off the separation, because that's what it is. It's realizing that all is the same thing, all is one. But yeah, so this is cool. We as humanity, no matter where you're from, can rally behind this, because this just means a whole portion, a whole sector of negativity was finally released. We don't need to go through that stuff in that part of the world once we get rid of the last of it. And that's what it is. The pyramid structure was taken out. I believe in, like, the vast majority of the pyramid, the vast top part of the majority was taken out in 2015, and it's been kind of crumbling from there ever since, because unfortunately this pyramid was not at all built to last. It requires constant direction from the top in order to resist the light that it's trying to sit on and oppress. But then it eventually realizes that it is also light, and then it drops the need to be this way after major healing through most likely a number of incarnations, experiences. Anyway, kind of cooling off now, but yeah, that's all the Q posts. That shit's exciting. That's some exciting shit. I'm so glad I'm recording this. I think this is gonna definitely be the kind of stuff that is gonna be taught in history schools in the future. Like, how did we get out of out from under the thumb of these fucking assholes? Well, we all banded together, started speaking our shit. Sounds good to me. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe if you want some more. Have a good one.